I think that these amendments can actually meld into something extremely positive. For example, the proposals by the Noble Lord Anderson will significantly improve the judicial process for environmental review, and in particular, they remove the absurd provision from the bill that an adverse ruling does not affect the validity of a government decision. My amendment, and I believe the Amendment 107A by the Noble Lady Baroness Mackintosh of Pickering, take the enforcement one step further. Our amendments recognise that there is a whole realm of conduct that goes further than a judge giving the government a strong telling off and may require actual penalties to be issued. My Amendment 104 would enable penalties to be issued, taking into account a whole host of factors such as the gravity of the failure and any intention of negligence and previous failures by the authority. And the inclusion of effectiveness and proportionality make my amendment wholly reasonable, I would argue, and necessary for ensuring that the ambition in this bill is not trashed by poorly governed public authorities. Finally, my Amendment 104 would use these penalties to fund the NHS. I think this is an absolutely crucial point, and I have to admit this is one of my pet topics, the issue of air pollution and how very, very few people seem to understand the public health hazard that it is. Here, I'm saying we should fund the NHS and local authorities to reduce the harms of air pollution and treat the associated illnesses, which are very much for children as well as adults. So I admit this is my pet project, but as one of the gravest, it is one of the gravest examples where politicians are failing us. I think that it has become more visible recently that air pollution is a killer, but also reduces well-being in many, many people, and particularly in children, of course. So I believe it's a worthwhile destination for these penalty fines. I beg